In session number 2, we discussed the 3 big huge keys that you can begin practicing that can immediately begin to reverse this disorder and end your pain and other nervous system symptoms. And they were: number 1, think psychological; number 2, stop treatments that are aimed to fix and injure body; and number 3, resume normal activities. I want you to understand how powerful the distraction strategy is in this disorder. Remember, your pain and other symptoms are present to keep you away from your unpleasant feelings, your insecurities, and your fears. They are serving as a protection mechanism so that you will not experience them. They are keeping you from exploring, investigating, and experiencing your true emotions. And it is a very powerful strategy. So where, how, and why do people get stuck in this distraction strategy even when they know it exists? So number 1, they don't fully accept that inner stress, inner tension is the cause. So it resonates with them, they get it, and they believe that it is partially responsible for their symptoms. But, and this is a big, huge but, they believe that some of the pain is a physical dysfunction. In their thinking, it has to be. There is no way that all of this pain for all of these years could just be from inner stress or inner tension. And then they go back and they remember, what were they doing? What was the experience when they first developed the pain? And of course, this allows them to justify that, well, some of it does have to be physical. And so I just have to let you know, if you're in this partial acceptance, if you're on the fence, part of your pain is inner tension induced, part of it is a physical injury. The pain disorder strategy has you, and it's not going to let go. So if you're in this place, email me, call me, and we can discuss it, because you got to get through that. Number 2, other people who are stuck hang on to a treatment like acupuncture or a weekly or monthly chiropractic adjustment or massage, or even just a simple stretching exercise that you may be doing yourself. Again, you need to be really anal here. If you are even thinking or searching for a treatment outside of your own internal thoughts, behaviors, and feelings, the pain disorder strategy has you. You're being distracted. You're not going to trick this disorder. So again, if you're stuck there, if you're thinking that you can fool this pain disorder by doing a little treatment here or there, it's not going to work. Number 3, you can also get stuck in the fear of not resuming activities. When you're afraid to bend over, to turn a certain way, to engage in an exercise or activity, and that requires you to feel your pain symptoms, this fear keeps you thinking about the pain and what may happen when you do that activity. So the strategy in that sense has you distracted. So you're going to need to talk to yourself in this situation. Remind yourself what is going on. Take baby steps if you need to. So as you re-engage in your activity, have your focus in that activity. Keep it off of the physical symptom. Keep it out of the fear as much as you can, and keep it in the activity, what you're doing. And this will go a long way to building your confidence, to showing you that, hey, I can do this activity, I can move this way, and you'll render that pain strategy useless by doing that. Number 3, some people accept the psychological diagnosis 100%. They go cold turkey on treatments, they resume activities, and yet they get stuck in this whole big tension myositis syndrome dynamic. They feel they have to know everything, so they read every book on the subject, they join message boards, online support groups, they discuss the disorder, they discuss what they're experiencing, what other people are experiencing. They want to know that someone else is experiencing what they experienced and that they healed from it. They want to be assured and then reassured that this really is TMS. But in all of this activity, and it appears to be addressing the cause, because you are working on the psychological side of things, what you're really doing is you're avoiding your internal feelings, and you're avoiding the way that you generate inner tension. So people believe that they're learning about this disorder, they accept it, but that awareness is not enough. So understand this, if you genuinely accept this disorder, then you're going to address your thoughts, your attitudes, your feelings, and the way you are denying or avoiding your feelings. What I hope you understand is that when you're outside of yourself using all of this other external activity, and sometimes it's just intellectual activity, you're doing this as a way to avoid experiencing your own feelings and to avoid changing the way you are being. So this is a tough one because it feels like you're working on the psychological stuff when actually you're afraid to do the work on yourself. And that is truth. And now the big one, the final piece of the being stuck puzzle where many of you are. You have accepted this disorder and you've stopped the fix-it treatments, you've resumed your activities, but you're still experiencing symptoms. And now you've bought into the theory that if you've done everything so far and you still have pain, then you have deeply repressed emotions. You've bought into the theory that you don't just have TMS, you have severe TMS. And what I personally experienced and what I witness every day in my practice in helping people reverse this disorder is that is just not the case. And I don't want you to get stuck in this deeply repressed emotion theory. And so that's what we're going to cover in session number 4. In the meantime, go to www.runningpain.com. You can again read, learn about TMS, how to reverse it. Take the Think Psychological Survey if you haven't done so already. I'll provide you a personal response in next action steps. And in session number 4, we're going to talk about generating inner tension, repressing emotions and feelings, and how you reverse that. And this is really how you end this pain disorder.